Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for TAO, LTC and AAVE price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. Before we continue the analysis, this video is brought to you by BYDFi. By using my KG trading referral link or code in the description below, new user can unlock exclusive bonuses on BYDFi. Here's how it works. Deposit, take your first trade and unlock your bonus. Deposit $100 and get 50 USDT. Deposit 1,000 and get 200 USDT. Or deposit 20,000 and get 2,000 USDT in bonuses. On top of that, by using the KG trading referral, you'll also get VIP 3 level, meaning significantly reduced trading fees from day one. The offer isn't done yet. For every $1 million you trade on BYDFi, you earn $130 in Bitcoin with rewards up to $2,500. Don't miss this deal with BYDFi. Deposit bonuses, lower fees, and extra Bitcoin rewards. Don't forget to check the link in the description below. We're gonna see what do we have in TAO first on the all-time history. Just as a reminder, we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the upside. Impulse, wave A or wave 1 finished, and of course a very likely triangle unfolding here as an A, B, C, D, E, and then pushing of course for higher in a wave C. Now currently, if this is the wave E unfolding, therefore we want to finish up here a zigzag, potentially one more wave towards the downside, and then pushing for higher A, B, C, D, and a E. Wave C to unfold as an ABC because only a wave B is allowed to be a wave, a triangle. Wave 2 is not allowed to be a triangle. Of course, it can be finished somewhere here in the lowest low. That means, of course, if we are in a basically wave 2 finish there and you are looking at an impulse, wave 1, 2, and another ABC here for a wave 1, 2 expanding flat and then looking for higher in a wave 3 toward the upside, this can work as well. Meaning wave 3 is still very possible in case you are in double 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5. However, the possibility is lower. Why? Because the momentum is slowing down there from the tops for these double 1, 2. Giving higher possibility for the triangle in a wave C. Targets for a wave C in the all-time history here to see is of course around the $1,000, I would say 1 to 1 fib level. That it can be of course a wave C unfolding over there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If we dive inside it to see this wave, the final wave, where it's gonna end up and what we might expect next. So basically lately we were expecting here after double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 potential finished wave A, and this might be your ABC as a wave B there, followed by an impulse toward the downside where we might have finished here something as an impulse, and it can still be of course looking at an A, B, and C because of the three-way structure here pushing toward the upside in validation. That means of course yeah, we have an ABC expanding flat at least here, wave B, and then pushing potentially still for lower. Whether to finish here a potential 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 or ABC in a wave Y. Okay, so basically I prefer here, honestly, I prefer to finish a wave 5, meaning a full impulse to be finished there, and that this is your wave 4 there. And that because, of course, preferably because you want to finish a zigzag there. Okay, the zigzag meaning, of course, an ABC, especially, of course, if you finish an impulse, it can be a wave C, very shallow, but guess what? It is perfect with the triangle line here that it comes in the all-time history. That's why I prefer a wave 5 there. To finish up, of course, a perfect zigzag, wave E, and then pushing for higher. This is the highest possibility. Now, it can be also an ABC, as you can see, probably in case that this impulse will unfold, or even if A finished there, and this is your wave B and wave C. But this cannot unfold something as W, X, and a wave Y, okay? Which is, yeah, question mark as a triangle, right? So, preferably an impulse to unfold here to finish up, potentially is this wave 5 there. In this scenario, in precision, I would say, if this is going to unfold in precision, we might see, of course, a wave 5 as well, taken from the wave 3. And here we go. So, yeah. So, preferably, I'm going to go just precise target here, the micro one there. Okay, in a wave 5, $211, $200 for this scenario. Now, this wave C or wave B, I would say, in an expanding flat, can still, of course, be looking for the following targets here in this box. Okay, so I'm testing, of course, this wave 4, wave B, and then, of course, pushing downward. Okay, so our target is there. This is our target. Yeah, so this is regarding TAO, guys. So basically, I'm looking for 4 and a 5. That was it for TAO. Let's move for the next one for LTC here. For LTC on the all-time history for the daily, we are looking also at 3 waves toward the upside, A, B, C, D, E, and then wave C to unfold, of course, as an A, B, and a C. Obviously, the wave C can still unfold, of course, toward the upside, reaching the 1-to-1 fib level at $442. Now, internally, when we are going to bottom there, so basically on the 2-hour chart here, or 4-hour chart to see it clearer here. So basically, we are in a potential 3 ways down, 3 ways up, again another 3 ways down to finish a W, then 3 ways up here, very, very complex, yeah. But finishing an X, and then within this X, we start to unfold a wave Y. This wave Y can be a zigzag, yeah. So I would say if this is a zigzag unfolding there, which it should be here an A, B, and a C, right, from the X. It's hard to call it here, yeah, but it still can be a finished wave A here. You have the wave B or a 1, 2, 3. The only way to count it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And by all means, I would call this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish a wave Y, but not a wave C, okay? Not a wave C, because the wave C then has to be, of course, longer time and 5 waves, okay? Not 3 waves, 5 waves. So it can be something even continuation for a diagonal for lower, for the $49. The wave Y can finish around even the $54 as 1-to-1 fib level, yeah? So yeah, we'll see how this is going to unfold, but basically this can be very likely ABC as well, wave Y and pushing for higher, or continuation for something as diagonal in a wave C, guys. So this area, I would say, let's watch this box. Yeah, let's watch this box here as a target between the $54 and the $49 here for Litcoin. And further prices are still, of course, to drop down. Yeah, and everything is corrective here. Definitely, we are unfolding a wave 5 downward. Now, it can be still, of course, looking a little bit for higher. Don't forget, of course, an A, B, and a C. Again, the same expanding flat unfolding over there. So I'm going to drop here for you the targets for a potential wave 4 before we drop down again. This is, of course, our testing area over there. Okay. Yep. So this is regarding also LTC. Let's see finally AAVE. For AAVE all-time history as well, we are very bullish there, because we have an impulse, of course, as a direction for the market already set up toward the upside. We have, of course, a very, very long sideways correction, which is a potentially A, B, C, D, and E can be a triangle, or it can be W, X, and a Y. Okay, so the wave Y here, well, it can be, of course, finished there in the low, and somehow finishing here the time that it is required. So I would say a very complex one. Kind of WX and a wave Y, something like this, but it's gonna be very, very long in time in this case, because the wick has took the price, we have paid for it. Now we still need the time simply, unless, of course, we are in something much more triangular, and meaning here that we are in wave C, looking for wave D, meaning ABC, wave D, and then wave E, and then pushing for the final wave C here as an A, B, and a C. Internally on the 4-hour chart as well, I would say that this drop is very, very close, preferably to finish something impulsive or in an ending diagonal. However, it is very clear for me that it can be, of course, a W, X, and a Y, because, of course, this is a 3 waves, and, of course, 3 ways down. Yeah, so we have a W, X, and a Y, or it can be, of course, A, B, and a C. The wave C has to finish then in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. two scenarios. Now we took the low there, so if it is a wave Y, well, it's done, it's finished, right? As a zigzag, it should be ABC. But obviously, that the price is still showing an impulse there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially can be finished and can be not finished, but yeah, this is a very clear expanding flat as well. Okay, so very likely that we might drop one more low there, you know, for the wave C. I'm looking for it as a diagonal, which I prefer it, honestly. You know, I prefer this wave C as diagonal and then pushing toward the upside, very likely here for AAVE as well. Yep, so these are the price update, guys, for TAO, Litcoin, and for AAVE. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.